give me your top 5 best episodes. I'll give you mine.
You know what? I wrote it down here.
Prepared.
And-
I love a prepared guest.
You know what? How about we do it this way? I'll name one, then you name one.
Sige. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Oh, wait, so Heart of Ice gets named a lot.
Heart of Ice is Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, it's the one that won an Emmy. And therefore, I'm not going to name it because everybody will name it.
Everybody likes that episode.
Everybody likes that episode.
Because before that Mr. Freeze, we had, again, Super Friends. Diba? We had that clownish Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, we did.
From the previous Batman animated, hindi Super Friends.
What was that?
Filmation.
Filmation with Adam with the Adam West voice.
Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, pero Batman the Animated Series forced the comics to remake Mr. Freeze, right? Right.
So they didn't want Mr. Freeze in.
No, like I believe
Class villain.
I believe they killed the original Mr.
Are you
Freeze.
serious?
Sarah doing the voice so well.
Right.
It's-
You're right.
Sarah was, di ba, asawa ni Idwin Mojini. And
Yeah.
he was the villain on Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
And in Star Trek, he was a Klingon.
Yeah.
Pero sobrang ganda ng voice. Parang robot talaga, walang emotion.
Yep.
Ang galing ng Michael and Sarah.
So that's your number 1 or number 5?
No, I'm not naming it.
Okay.
Heart of Ice.
Okay. Kasi given na yung Heart of Ice.
But because of what we were just talking about, I'm going to name Beware the Grey Ghost.
That's also a favorite. That's one of my favorites. That's when we see Batman, Bruce Wayne, fanboy. He was fanboying on the Grey Ghost, and you see Bruce Wayne, Batman, idol niya. So he's like one of us. Diba?
And you know who voices the Grey Ghost?
Who? I forgot. No, I know.
Adam West.
Was it Adam West? Holy crap! See, I didn't know that.
But
What elevates it?
and that's the craziest thing is that episode works whether or not you know it's Adam West.
That's right. I didn't know, and that's still one of my favorites.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff, like it's meta references.
Yeah.
It's doing stuff, and it only works if you get the reference.
Right.
Stuff like that is best whether or not you get the reference.
Right,
and
right.
Beware the Grey Ghost.
And I remember one interview ni Bruce Timm, and when he was writing most of the episodes and conceptualizing, sabi nga niya, I think I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna get fired because it was too mature. It was too adult for
Yeah.
its time, and the market was still kids. Diba? It was still kids.
But see, the thing is, kids are smarter than we give them credit for.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, you name one.
I think the title is called POV.
Yeah.
Is it POV?
Yeah, that's on my list too.
It's when they interview the cops.
The 3 cops?
The 3
Yeah.
cops, and it's how they perceive Batman.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's one episode. One of the few episodes na wala si Batman. And I like...
nandun siya.
Nandun
pero-
siya, but I mean, it was more centered on those cops.
Right.
Diba? And I loved it because it played like a Hitchcock film.
It did.
And I loved it. I love the atmosphere. I remember up to this day, as a kid and up to this day, I still love what it makes me feel. The atmosphere, it made me feel relaxed. For some reason, Duy, ang Batman animated has such a good sound. It's relaxing.
You're the music guy, so you tell me why that is.
Maybe the sound design, or maybe mix it with the visuals, mixing with the great visuals and the great sound design and the great orchestra background music. It's just perfect. And when I hear it, even if it's just playing in the background, parang I get transport. It's like I'm getting a spa. You know what I'm saying? It's very relaxing. So that's one of the most relaxing episodes for me. It wasn't action. It was action packed, but not really.
And it was smart.
It was really smart.
The thing about that episode that I want to point out is, number one, that's the episode that made me a fan of Renee Montoya.
Yeah.
So I was really happy when Renee Montoya was getting a push in the mid-2000s when she became the Question. Like, I just think Renee Montoya is a cool character. Now they don't actually do anything with Renee Montoya. So.
Well, when we get to the Cape Crusader, she plays a huge part.
Sure.
Not a fan.
Harvey Bullock, like the design of Harvey Bullock in Batman the Animated Series is like the midway point between how we were used to cartoons, which is like he looks silly and exaggerated.
Yeah.
But somehow he still works in this more grounded
Because he
design.
he wasn't corrupt really.
Yeah.
He was just a bit of a bumbling cop, but not corrupt. Other Harvey Bullocks, other versions of him
Would be corrupt.
He's corrupt. Like the Cape Crusader.
Cape Crusader one is
corrupt.
he's corrupt. I think he was corrupt in the comics, if I remember.
He was also corrupt with Tim Burton's Batman. Diba?
Ah.
Diba? That's Harvey Bullock. Diba? Harvey. Diba?
Flash lang yun.
Who? What's his name?
Was it Flash?
Wasn't that Harvey?
Flash with an 8.
Oh, okay.
We do great fact checking.
So wala
here.
wala si Harvey Bullock sa 89? Oh, okay. My mistake. I thought it was Harvey because they look alike, diba? The Pugsley, No. Anyways. Yeah.
I am very partial to the episode called Almost Got Him.
Sino nga ulit yan? Remind me.
Almost Got Him is the villains playing a poker game. And
Ang galing nun!
they all
We almost got them.
Yeah, they-
Stories na munti ko na mahuli si Batman.
they all
that was
they
so
all
good.
trade stories about how they almost got Batman.
Yeah.
And it ends with Catwoman almost kissing Batman and then he
Yeah.
escapes and she's like, I almost got
That
him.
was amazing.
I was like that. It's basically a 20-minute setup for that joke.
galing,
It's
no?
amazing.
No, see, it's a bit similar with POV. Diba?
Yes.
It plays like a Hitchcock film, and I'm telling you, I think those guys were Hitchcockian fans.
Probably, yeah, I can see that.
You can see the noir.
see
You
that.
can see the that aspect of a whodunit. Diba? A whodunit scenario. It's amazing. Wait, my next one is a bit like that also. What's his name when they thought he killed Batman? See, Squid.
Sid the Squid.
Sid the Squid.
The man who killed Batman.
The man who killed Batman. That's one of
Yeah,
my
that's
favorite
so
episodes. That was amazing. And he got so much flack because of it. Di ba? Parang, if you're the guy who killed Batman,
Then if I kill you.
I kill you.
And the Joker's so pissed.
Joker's sad. He was heartbroken.
Nobody kills Batman but me.
Di ba? What's crime without Batman?
That's a great Mark Hamill.
Di ba? I mean, that's,
Mark Hamill.
he's the best. I think the best guy who played Jokers, still Mark Hamill.
it's easy. Mark
Hands down, it's Mark Hamill. Hello.
The amazing thing about that episode is that I saw that and it kind of blew my mind that Batman wasn't even really in it.
Yeah.
And it didn't even center around the villains, right? It centered around this one
guy.
dude. And a few years later, I would discover the work of Will Eisner.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's when I realized, oh, they were doing a spirit story with Batman.
Galing.
That's great. Okay, since we were talking about the Joker, my single favorite Joker story ever in the comics and in the cartoon is the Laughing Fish. Yeah. And it's
Kelly Jones yun,
no, Steve Englehart and Marshall Rogers. The 70s. So the nice thing about the Laughing Fish, so there is a book that came out a year ago called The Man Who Laughs. It's a book of essays about the Joker, and I wrote in it why the Laughing Fish is my favorite Joker story, and I'll tell you this. The plot of the Laughing Fish is this. Joker poisons the lake,
Yeah.
so the fish have his smile on them. Joker now wants to copyright the fish, but you can't copyright wildlife. So he gets pissed at the people at the copyright office and he starts killing them. And the reason this is my favorite Joker story is, look, as much as I love Alan Moore, a lot of people can come up with his scheme in The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
As much as I love Frank Miller,
Right.
a lot of people can come up with his scheme in Dark Knight Returns.
Right.
But what I just described,
Right.
how do you come up with, I want to copyright fish?
Amazing. Who thought of that, man?
And that's what makes
Genius.
it perfect for the Joker.
Only the Joker would think something like that. I mean,
Only the Joker would
could
think something like that. It
It's-
doesn't work on any other
Nope,
character.
he has to be that deranged.
It has to be that deranged. And the thing that makes the cartoon version better than the comic version, and you knew we were going to talk about this character,
Right.
is Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah. Who was created for the animated series,
Who was created for the
and now a
animated
fan
series.
favorite. Like it was so bigger
She's
than
like
any.
the biggest
One of the
new
biggest
character in DC.
Yeah,
in
one of the
last,
biggest
like,
IPs.
30
Yeah.
years,
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and the person who she was.
Arlene Sorkin.
That's right, Harleen Sorkin, who played also Harley Quinn from that show. And that book, The Man Who Laughs, is actually a film.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
where they got Joker. That's where Bill Finger, not Bob Kane, guys, Bill Finger. Correction, Bill Finger is the only guy.
If we're talking about the Joker, we also have to mention Jerry Robinson.
Jerry Robinson.
But not Bob Kane.
Kalimutan mo na si Bob. Walang sama naman. Well, yeah. And then The Man Who Laughs is about a circus performer who got mangled. And this figure, and it keeps on, and it's the same face. It's the Joker himself.
That's it. It's great.
Amazing. Shit, hirap tapatan. That's really good. Wait. Another one of my favorite episodes.
Wala ka kasing kodigo eh. May kodigo.
No, I'm going with memory. What's the title when Batgirl died?
Over the Edge.
Over the Edge.
So,
Over the
okay,
Edge.
because you brought up the redesigns. That was one of the redesigns.
That's one of the redesigns. And a lot of people don't like it. I remember a lot of my friends when we were kids, we were like, why is he looking like that? Why did he look like that? Diba? And yeah, I have to agree.
It's weird. Yeah.
I like the original looking Joker, the Bill Finger style. Then they turned him into some parang beady-eyed.
Yeah.
I think it was it could be a budget constraint, no? It's
Well,
easier to draw.
it was a weaker network.
Oh, there you
They
go.
were on because they moved
There
from
you go.
Fox to Kids WB.
Oh yeah.
which was new.
And you'd think that they would go safer. It didn't.
No, it didn't. They
Thank
went worse.
Thank God for that. I mean, grabe. And that's one of my favorites. And in the episode, Batgirl dies. So we think, and the commissioner hated Batman. It's just that was blowing my mind. I was a kid. Was like, what? This is crazy. This is not real. And
Spoiler: it was all a dream.
it was all.
Yeah. But it was great though. Like,
How many did I name? The 4?
I think you named 3,
Okay.
and I'm on my 4th. But the great thing about that episode is, at the very end of it, Barbara is about to tell her dad,
Yes.
and he says, "I cannot know this about you."
That means he knows.
Yeah, but whatever you do, I love you and I accept it.
Galing. Look at that cartoon. I mean, how? No cartoon.
Because he can't, right? He can't know.
He can't.
It's a conflict of interest. He's gonna have to arrest her.
Yeah. But he knows. But just don't officialize it. Just don't tell me. Don't.
Oh, here's my
officialize
question for you. Do you think Gordon knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman?
it. Yes.
He has to, right?
He has
Yes.
to. He's not an idiot. He has
He's not
to.
an idiot.
I think he just keeps it in control.
Yeah.
Diba? Yeah. They're good friends. I mean, I think that's already a given.
Okay. I'll tell you something else. So on my show, I once spoke to DC Animated Universe line producer Sean McLaughlin
Wow.
and director Dan Riba.
Wow.
Right? And I asked them, here's a list of things, and I'm gonna ask you if you felt like you were getting away with something. So I asked them about Over the Edge.
Good question.
I asked them
Great
about Over the
question.
Edge, and they said, I still can't believe you got away with that.
Amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
The other thing that they can't believe they got away with is the end of the Roxy Rocket episode.
Oh, that was crazy. That was a good episode.
Because
That was
she
good.
basically simulates an orgasm.
I mean, it was phallic. Diba? She was very phallic. She was riding this large penis-like rocket.
She was riding a rocket, yes.
Diba? And there was so much sexual tension with Batman.
She was basically it.
Diba?
But the thing with that is they were on a new network, and the network had not finalized their standards and practices. If they did that a year later,
Wala na.
it would not have been allowed.
Good for
So
them.
that's why this is what happened in the new network, even if we didn't like the redesigns.
Thank God. Thank God that was a new network that went through. Because if not, we would be stuck with another safe cartoon. And I'm happy.
And one of the good things about the show is that it was never safe.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
even the very first one. What was the very first? Was Man Bat?
It was
diba?
the Man Bat one, yeah.
It was already good.
good,
That already got me. Yung palang first episode palang was like, what am I watching?
Seriously.
I mean, I was expecting kasi ganito yan. So you're fresh off the Tim Burton Batman, and I still have Bat Fever at that point.
Batmania.
Batmania, it was a huge deal, and the Tim Burton Batman is my favorite Batman. That's my Batman. I don't think Batman can live in a normal world. It
I
can't.
get
He
it,
can't. That's why I'm not really much of a fan of the Chris Nolan. I mean, it's great movies. It's just I don't believe it. I can't.
I agree with you.
It has to be. It has to be a bit whimsical. It has to be crazy. It has to be Gotham-like. For Batman to exist. For someone.
I agree with you, and Chris Nolan fans will hate me for saying it, but like the whole thing about Chris Nolan's movies is they are crime movies, right?
That's right.
And then all of a sudden, this man in a rubber suit with bat ears. It's weird.
It's weird. It's so realistic that Batman can never be there.
Right, but if you put him in a world like the Tim Burton stuff, well, he fits right in.
That's right.
He's right in.
Exactly. And it's aligned to the animated series.
Yes.
It's very Tim Burtonish. It's very Gotham-like, and I do believe a Batman and the villains can exist in this crazy world.
Same. One of the things that the redesign gave us was Nightwing
Yeah, with a stupid mullet.
with a mullet, but I wasn't.
Bye, Winsy. Thanks for coming over, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye-bye. Hey, JV Tanhuatko.
What's up?
Talking about Batman.
Okay, no spoilers. Did I skip the spoilers?
Wala pa. We're not even there. Huh?
Is that a new show?
We're gonna be going there. Nasa animated pa lang kami.
We're just naming episodes we like.
Before one.
Yeah. Where were we?
So, so it gave us Nightwing, but as much as I love Nightwing, I can't really name an episode that I love with Nightwing in it. But I will name Robin's Reckoning.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
How mind-blowing is it
That's
to go from what you know of Robin,
Yeah.
right, which is just like this jokey
Yeah.
kid character, to all of a sudden watching him go after his parents' killer.
I would have loved to see actually a series of that. It should have been a mini series. It should have been an episodal series within the Batman series.
Yeah.
It should have been like a 5-parter.
I get it.
And it would be awesome.
Multi-part.
It's going to be a revenge story, the ultimate revenge story for me. More so than Batman. Batman's revenge because is a bit broad. It's a bit broad. It's the whole criminal world. Robin is just that killer.
Just that one kid. Yeah.
That's amazing.
But also the other thing is like, remember, so Batman trained from 8 years old to 25.
Right.
Robin was great off the bat.
Instantly. Yeah, he's an acrobat and everything else. Yeah. It's a known fact in the universe that Robin's a better fighter.
Robin is
That
more,
Dick
more
Grayson is-
naturally athletic. It's the same thing with Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes is a lot better because he's already good.
Because he's already good to begin with, right? So, you're talking about natural athleticism.
Hold on. Wasn't there some sort that hindi masyado na solidify? Wasn't there some sort of a love triangle within Nightwing, Barbara Gordon, and Bruce Wayne?
The
There was
Barbara
some
Gordon
sort.
thing comes later.
Remember that? That was a bit weird.
That was weird. But that
That was
came
weird.
later. Like in Batman Beyond, they show that Bruce dated Barbara.
Even in animated.
Did they? Oh, right.
What was
right,
okay? Name me this
right.
episode, Duy. What episode that Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson, they were in the car. Barbara calls. Bruce Wayne answers, and they were flirting. And Bruce was like awkward, and Dick was like, "Who's that? Nobody."
You know what? I want to say it was Mystery of the Batwoman.
Was
It was
it?
one of the movies.
Was it a movie?
I think so.
Did you like that movie?
No.
Me also.
Aside from Mask of the Phantasm,
That is the best Batman movie next to Tim Burton.
aside from Mask of the Phantasm, I don't really like the other direct-to-video
That's right, me
movies
also.
that they did. Yeah.
I didn't see the need for the Batwoman. I didn't see it.
Even Sub-Zero, I thought was kind of weird.
Yeah. But Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh my god,
was
it's
needed.
so good.
We saw what Bruce Wayne could have been.
Happy.
Yeah, exactly. Content.
Some
In
people
love.
are never meant to be happy.
My God, diba? Amazing. And what I like about the animated, there were some episodes like Harlequin's Day Off or something.
Yeah.
What's it called that?
Harley's Holiday.
Harley's Holiday, where she tried to actually interject herself in real life, in normalcy.
Yeah, but she can't.
She can't. Another good episode. What's that episode where Penguin fell in love?
Oh my god, that was so good.
That was my fourth one.
It's like this one girl is just playing him
Oh, for attention.
for attention.
media.
Yeah, that's so good.
That was, and you at that
like
point,
you feel bad for Penguin.
That's right. And at that point, I really felt bad for Cobblepot. I was like, hey, he's the victim here. He's the victim. That girl was the villain.
Well, until he tries to kill her.
Well, na siya, heartbroken na siya at that point. Diba? He realized that I was being led around. And he was gonna propose. Remember that episode? He opens this, he showed it to Bruce Wayne. Hey, I'm gonna propose to this girl. At that point, holy crap, you're gonna get your...
Penguin.
Who?
Paul Williams.
Was it?
Paul Williams.
All throughout the animated series?
The great singer from the 70s who composed all these...
Holy
My
crap,
God.
I didn't know that. Can you believe that?
That's why he was the same stature. Short guy.
Can you...
Is that your fourth episode?
That was my fourth episode.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get a little more heartbreaking than that.
Oh, what? My God. What?
Baby doll.
Oh, with Killer Croc. Was that with Killer Croc?
No, the first baby doll. So
Oh, yes. That was heart-wrenching. It's
oh my goodness.
how it's all about how bad stardom is. The dark side of fame.
So I don't think this is one of the more famous episodes. She's definitely not one of the more famous villains. But basically, she's an adult actress who was stunted at age, right?
Right.
So she's a little person. And then she has a catchphrase, which is, I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
So every time...
in the TV show.
Yeah.
as
So
Star.
every time she commits a crime, she's like, I didn't mean to.
That was really dark.
So at the end of it, Batman takes her to a funhouse.
Yeah.
To a funhouse mirror place.
And
And then
sees
these are
herself.
and she sees what she would have looked like if
As
she
an
had
adult.
aged normally.
Yeah.
And then she starts crying. And then she just hugs Batman and just says, while crying, she just says, I didn't mean to.
Holy
And
crap.
it fades out. And I'm like,
That-
I just watched a short film. Like,
Now that's a good
I just watched a
episode.
short
I
film.
remember that. Now I'm thinking that's a really good episode.
I didn't watch a cartoon. I didn't watch
You saw a short film.
I saw a short film.
You saw a short drama film.
Yeah.
It's drama, not
It's
action.
amazing.
It wasn't action. It wasn't at that point. That wasn't a superhero show.
At
It
that
was
point,
a
no.
drama.
Exactly.
Amazing.
That's my
Ang
fifth
hirap i-top.
episode.
No. Wait I can top that. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm doing with memory. Wala akong list. No. I'm thinking dalawa. This is my last pick. I'm thinking dalawa. It's a toss between the Calendar Girl or
Really?
or I like it or the Ventriloquist.
Oh my god!
I think the Ventriloquist. I'll go with the Ventriloquist because of your reaction. I'll go with the Ventriloquist. That was really Scarface. That was really good. And he was trying to reform. He was trying to get away from crime. Di ba? And
The episode is called Double Talk.
double talk. See, I can't even remember the names of the episode.
That's one of the later ones too with the redesign.
Redesign siya. Pero galing no. I mean, it's one of my favorite villains. The Ventriloquist is one of the best villains for me.
I
It's the most-
absolutely agree.
It's one of the most unique villains ever. Hello, hi guys, and it's just he's even more schizo than Harvey Dent for me.
No, yeah.
Diba? I mean, he needs that puppet.
He,
Tragic.
Ang
I mean, he
tragic, no?
he can't even realize that he's not the same. That he's the same person.
can't
Like he
realize.
cannot see it,
Galing.
and he doesn't have Scarface isn't there,
Right.
And he just has to make him.
Right. Galing.
It's amazing.
Galing,
And it's again, so like we named 2 episodes from the new Batman and Robin
Yeah.
adventures. So
And
we,
adventures.
like we may not like the redesigns, but it's still a pretty good cartoon.
At that point, if it's a really solid storyline, you kind of forgive the bad designs or the bad animation. Eh.
Some of it was weird, like yung Joker being,
The
with
BDI,
the beady eyes.
yeah. I
'Cause-
like the expressive eyes talaga ni ano.
Yeah,
Blue
'cause
Skin Catwoman.
blue skin Catwoman.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Parang tipid. It was like a rushed.
Oh, you know what
job.
stuck though? Green skin Poison Ivy. Like, that even got brought into the comic.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. Well, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. She's a plant.
Yeah, I know. There was one episode where was it called Girls' Night Out?
Yeah.
That was funny. Supergirl and
Supergirl and Batgirl.
Tapos nag-ano sila, they were like doing girl time, which is funny.
Here's my question for you. 1990s, did you ever think Harley Quinn
Will be that famous?
would be as big as
No,
she eventually became?
Definitely not. I thought she was going to be another B character, and maybe even a D character. I never expected she would be this huge.
It's incredible.
Insane.
No?
And I get the appeal.
She's the avatar of fun.
I get the appeal. I get. I think it helped that she's crazy and sexy in the same time. That helps. More so than Catwoman. More so than any of the villains.
Because Catwoman's not really crazy. She's just a thief.
She's just klepto.
She's just a thief.
She's a femme fatale. She's not really a villain, diba?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
But I guess that's a good segue into Caped Crusader.
Yes. Okay, are we going there na? Oh my God, kawawa tong Caped Crusader. Okay.